So we did the Pomeroy, and the silencer blew out. I'll show you a picture of that. It didn't just blow, it looks like it's exploded. So I think there must have been a load of like packing in there that suddenly sealed, so it blew open. But towards the end of the Pomeroy, it was definitely not going as good as what it was at the beginning, so I reckon that was the misfire. So anyway, as you saw, I stopped and I had a quick look underneath because I was scared that the exhaust might have fallen off and I wouldn't want it to hit anybody. So anyway, I had a look at it and there was a hole in the side. But if you look at the... People may have noticed that my left leg was doing all sorts of things. Well, what happened was, this disc is running 25 thou out of line because we put a clock gauge on it the other day. And what was happening, when I was arriving at the corners, the pedal was going to the floor. So going down the straight, if you watch my left leg, I'm pumping the brake up to make sure that I had a pedal when I got to the corner. So again, that didn't exactly help us to fly, but it didn't look like it was holding us up much. But I thought, you know, you might all think, what's up with his left leg going up and down, up and down? Well, that's what I was doing. I was pumping the pedal. Anyway, we fitted a new stainless steel exhaust system right the way through, as you can see. Good old exhaust system. I never ever spent any money on the previous one. So I restored the car 15 years ago and I just used the best silencer and things we had. So I think I've had my money's without that exhaust. So that's good. So we're going to have to get a new disc for there. We'll have to get a new disc and hopefully that'll cure the problem. But old John fitted it. As you can see, it didn't just go on. He's had to sort of heat it up there and he had to do quite a lot of jiggery-pokery to make it fit. But anyway, there you are. So the old Elvis is back on sole, ready to be used in the summer. This is the exhaust off the old Elvis when we were doing the Pomeroy. As you can see, it's exploded. So I reckon it got filled up with thing and there was only one place for it to go. But anyway, considering I've never spent any money on the exhaust, it's not done badly. I've had the car for probably nearly 20 years. So anyway, we've got a stainless steel one now. It'd be interesting to see if it goes any better. But you may have noticed that I've got involved with some young woman called Suzie. So I better tell you about her, or else you'll all be wondering what's going on. But luckily, she likes doing what I like doing. And she likes being with me, and I love being with her because she's a proper educated woman and she can use the telephone and she can book the hotels and she's just bloody marvellous, really. But you may say, oh, she's only with you because you've got the cars and you can do work. So we'll now walk out and I'll show you one of her cars. This is a 289 Cobra. And it's a completely original car. Her family have owned it for 40 odd years and it hasn't been used lately. So she said, could you have a look over it, Ivan, and then we could use it. And when she said we, I thought, well, I better do it, really. So anyway, we've done a few little jobs on it, nothing very much, and it goes beautifully. And last Friday, we went to Silverstone in it before we went off on the trial. Because our mate Tom was racing at Silverstone in a MX-5, no, one of those little Mazdas anyway, just to get some signatures for his licence. So we went off to Silverstone and I went down the back road, so there will be a little bit of footage probably that Tanya will sort out, because Susie's got her own GoPro, which is the absolute latest one, so it's dead right. But what a knockout car, eh? Not to mention that the registration number is AC289, but anyway, that's another story. It's got a, it's Ford, it's got a 4-barrel Holly, and it's all lovely, you know. We just sort of tickled it up a little bit and gone over the car. We had the radiator rebuilt by Viking Radiators. because I thought, well, it hasn't been used a lot, so it's bound to overheat. But it don't overheat. We sat ticking over for ages, and the fan came on, and that was it. So there we are. I'll start it up so you might be able to work out what an animal it is. We're working on the technique of starting it, because it's got bloody great big throttle pumps, and if you're not careful you can gas it up. So you give it a little touch and it should just start. So, who wouldn't like to be with a 14-year-old who's got a car like that? And that's just one of them. Now, you'd never see me with anything written down, because I don't write. But Suzie has made me a list, which is quite good, really. I mean, I know it sounds ridiculous, but there is a lot going on. So anyway. So then we did the Derbyshire trial. You'll see the Derbyshire trial. We stayed in Matlock. On a very nice bed and breakfast, lovely lady and all that. They had a camper that didn't go, so we helped them get it going. We went and got a battery. Suzie got on her phone, half a mile away, jumped in the old Sampson, drove down, got a battery, put it in the Sampson footwell, drove back, stuck it in the camper. Again, lucky I had Suzie with me, because I couldn't lift it out the camper, so I held the leads back and Suzie lifted it out. So it's quite handy having an Amazon woman. So that was that one.
You're going to smile for your subscribers, Ivan.
Say that again?
Smile for the subscribers.
So then there was 2 of his open day. He has 100 people come. Well, it was more than 100, I think. But anyway, old Tim cooked some dinner, and it really is good, you know. And yeah, it was smashing, really. So that was that. Then we had to go up to Belgravia. Well, we didn't have to go, but it was a regular thing in Belgravia. So we were trying to think what to go in. So I said, let's go in a really important car. We'll go in my 1959 Mini. So when we got there, we parked it, and I started to think about 1959 Mini and the cars that were there. And to be honest, it was the only car in the car park that changed the world, because all the other things were there. It was all the usual stuff, but the Mini changed the world, really, because everybody copied it. I mean, all the cars front wheel drive, engines across the front, So it's a very important car, really, and although there were some really fabulous cars there, the Mini caused quite a stir. You know, everybody looked at it because it isn't half a good car. You know, it's 1959, it's never been restored, and it's a very, very good car. But anyway, as it happened, there was this bloke there called Alan, who turns out he was the marketing director or something for BMC, Austin Rover, or whatever they called themselves in them days. So we did a little bit of film with him, and you'll see it on the video. This man was a director at BMC, and he organised the launching of the 1959 Mini when it was first introduced. And he comes here very often, and I'm very lucky to know him. But he also was very much involved in the competition part. The Austin Healey's.
No, I worked in the competition department at Abingdon. I did all the big rallies, all the Montes, London, Sydney, London, Mexico, all the rallies all around the world for 5 years.
Oh, what a bit of luck, eh? So he's got a lot of experience
and pictures. I got some pictures.
And he's got a load of pictures.
I'll have to let you have.
So you ought to bring them here. We ought to do a little video.
We will do.
Then you can see yourself on YouTube.
Now,
12,000.
What's our combined age? That's what you want to know.
Our combined age. Well, I'm 82.
And I'm 85.
So there you are, 82 and 85.
And what does that? How much does that add up to?
165-year-old experience here.
I've only got one word for that. I won't use it.
A couple of old bastards, in other words.
But we're very knowledgeable.
But we're very knowledgeable.
And we're very nice.
And quite likeable.
No, we're lovely, actually.
Yeah, we're lovely.
We could go on stage together.
We can't understand why the young women are not running after us, really. But
well,
there
we can't run, that's
luckily,
why. We can't keep up.
Luckily, I've got a young woman who's...
But you're good at lying down.
Looking after me. And then we did the Derbyshire trial. Well, it rained, it was very slippy, the car went like a bird. I must say, that Sampson is better than the driver. It's going really well, doesn't overheat, doesn't do anything. But I'll tell you what, this trialling ain't easy, really, and I ain't used to it, you know. I'm driving along and suddenly I arrive somewhere, and you've got to be not only looking at the track, but you've got to be looking at all the things around you so that you know whether to go left or right. So needless to say, I slipped up a few times, but the car went beautifully. We cleared a couple of hills. You know, anyway, you'll see the video because it's a scream, because I've got Suzie with me and I'm all serious and she's leaping about like a loony. So that'll give you all a good laugh, I should think. Nearly.
Not bad, hey? That's one of our better performances today.
That's one of the better. Ho! Will do.
Yeah, I thought I'd get on the outside and get through, but it was no good.
Get a bit of spring off it. Next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25. Yes, thank you. Thanks for your patience.
No worries. I think the markers get closer and closer as it gets more difficult.
Right, sir. Thank you. See you later.
Have a good day. Yeah, that says it all.
You might need to give him a hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, go.
After a hard day's bloody trialling this whole thing, I've had it to start just like that. So that's it really, but the only other thing is there's this little Wallingford car rally. I don't know if any of you've ever been, but it's really good, you know, and it's on the 14th of May, and they raised over, I don't know how long they've been doing it for years, but they've raised 25 million quid, so I don't expect they did that the first year, so that's overall probably. But it's a really good thing, Wallingford Vehicle Rally. So if you fancy going somewhere with your car, or even going to have a look at all the cars, I think that Wallingford thing will be good on the 14th of May. Well, my birthday is on the 15th of May, so I'm going to be double booked, I'm afraid. So if you're going there expecting to see me, you ain't going to see me. But I can thoroughly recommend it, you know, it's a bloody good do. So that's it really. Not a lot of work in the garage, which I know you all enjoy. John literally now is taking the gearbox out of the Ferrari to get the overdrive fixed. So that's it really, I can't think of anything else. But you imagine me with a script. Blimey, you know. But anyway, that's it. Now don't forget to subscribe, because we need subscribers, you know. Tanya's doing her usual terrific job, so Tanya's not been pushed out by Suzie by any means, but it does mean that when Suzie's with me, which seems to be most of the time, she's got her camera and she's making footage that Tanya can turn into something sensible. So, all in all, I'm having a wonderful time. As it says in the song, don't stop me now, I'm having a good time.